G'day people, we're out at Bayswater station again, and it seems it's not just cyclists who have been unhappy with the work that's been done here, the terrible detours and all the rest of it. Yes, the residents aren't too happy with Rita the Concreter, also known as the WA Minister for Transport. But let's see if we can learn some lessons from this project so this doesn't happen again. Now, we're on a new section of path. This has been under construction for quite some time, but it only recently opened up to traffic. For the last couple of months or so, although the path has been here, it's been blocked off with those great big red road barrier things. Now the work obviously isn't complete. They're still working on building the viaduct that's going to carry the railway line in future. So whilst the path is open, the work certainly hasn't stopped. Now at the moment, the eastern states are going through some baking high temperatures, and I just thought I'd throw in this lovely shady tree cover in Nedlands near the University of Western Australia. And I was very taken by it, just how nice it was riding in the shade like that. And it's a pity that that kind of thing is not taken into account in our hot climate. Now, work is obviously still going on along the path here. In this case, there were some workers installing lighting, and they're obviously testing it by having it on in the middle of the day. And not far further up, there was another crew working on taking away the temporary fencing and installing the permanent fencing. So if you are riding around out here, just be aware that there are still crews working on or around the path, and don't run into them. Now I'm just going to do a little detour into the town centre. This isn't necessary because we can now ride across that viaduct and miss all of this, but I thought I'd just have a look at what's here. And I did a bit of a ride around the entire site, just seeing whether there was any bike parking, and I couldn't see any. Now this is taken from Perth Central Station, where they've got a great big enclosed secured bike cage. Didn't see anything like that here. Now, maybe they just haven't gotten around to building it yet. Maybe they are not going to build one. Maybe they're going to build a better one that's actually built into or under that viaduct instead of putting in shops or something like that. I have no idea. Maybe I'll come back next year and have another look and see if I can find one. Could, of course, always just be a complete oversight. I don't think the locals are too happy with what this viaduct has done to their local town centre, and well, I guess it's early days yet to really see what kind of impact it's going to have. I was interested though that they've narrowed this path through here quite considerably to jam in 3 parking spots. Now those spots were reserved for the PTA, I think it's the Public Transport Authority or something like that. Yeah, so desperate for car parking that they had to mess with the active transport, but hey, I guess we've just come to expect that. Now let's just zip out of here and get back onto the viaduct and continue on across the other side. Now, like I said about the shade, I mean, this is just going to be baking hot when it's temperatures in the high 30s. I would have thought these days with, governments rattling on about climate change all the time and how we're going to boil, that they might have done something about providing a bit of shade for things like this. One thing is nice is they've removed the vola there permanently. Now, typical of all these projects, they've just laid this new path and they've already pulled out the saws and cut holes in it or whatever to put in new pipes and things. Just, yeah, isn't it great? And look, I really wonder about the choice of the dark paint here. Again, what this is going to be like on a hot day, whether it's going to be comfortable to ride through here or not. It might have been put up because there's usually a lot of graffiti vandalism around here and it might be easy to paint over, but let's see what it does to the comfort levels. But look, I think it was really a mistake to put dark paint in a dark tunnel because it was such Stygian darkness as I went through here that you really need floodlights to see where you're going. I don't know what it'd be like riding into there at night. In the middle of the day, it was just awful. Anyway, I think we can certainly learn some lessons from this project, both for the impact on residents and the impact on cyclists. I'm sure this is not going to be the last video on this topic, but yeah, we'll go back next year and see if anything's changed, if anything's improved.